What do you mean nothing's changed? Dude, that's complete bull. Oh yeah, we're gonna FOIA it? And if nothing comes out in the FOIA, it didn't exist. Because John said so? Dude, give me a break. Oh, but if it does exist, that means it's a PSYOP? A psychological operation? You're listening to Daniel again? Dark. Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. That's the most likely scenario. Of course. I mean, Goku's not real. He's a Super Saiyan. Dude, whatever. I'm over this. This is nonsense. Peace. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I wanted to discuss some of the criticisms of To the Stars Academy. And first, we'll start from this angle. Should there be some skepticism? Should there be some criticisms of To the Stars Academy? Sure, definitely. Anytime we're dealing with the UFO field, or the UAP field, whatever you want to call it these days, you're gonna have to be cautious. That's number one. Number two is we're really in uncharted territories nowadays. This is really the cutting edge. We've never seen anything like this happen before, ever in history. And I think a lot of the skepticism, or I should say criticism, there's been some harsh criticism, and most of that has come actually not from the general public, but from the UFO field, is that To the Stars Academy, both on their main board, have people from the intelligence community and what people would call the military industrial complex on their panel, and also people that most definitely have to be behind the scenes assisting them in what they're doing, in seats in probably the Pentagon and other places in the intelligence community. So of course that's going to raise some red flags for people, okay? But there's a few things we have to consider. I'll say number one, just to get this out of the way, there was not such harsh criticisms against the Disclosure Project when it was very similar in many ways. Not exactly, but I think actually the Disclosure Project helps set the stage for what is going on now. There was almost more than 15 years of progress since the Disclosure Project, of meetings and conferences and things happened, the citizens hearing, and things that led up to where we are now. So that's one. Another thing we have to consider is that no matter what you think that To the Stars Academy, their intention is, or their ultimate goal, let's look at the facts.
UFOs have captivated the public interest for decades, but they've always been dismissed, including by me, as the province of wackos. But that is changing thanks to some remarkable videotape and first-hand accounts from very sober people who are trained to identify aircraft.
During our research, we reached out to the Pentagon for comment on their secret UFO program. Their response to us was something they have never said before. The ATIP program did pursue research and investigation into unidentified aerial phenomenon.
This is progress no matter how you look at it. Most definitely, To the Stars Academy was responsible for the first time in history ever that gun camera footage was released from the United States government on UFOs. Also, for the first time since Project Blue Book ended in 1969, we have solid proof that the Pentagon was investigating UFOs via the ATIP program. Now, all the researchers knew that the government had been looking into UFOs. This completely, without a doubt, confirmed that for a fact. So, and there's more that we have now. We have the Navy coming out and talking about having multiple incursions per month regarding cases and incidents that are absolutely incredible, which it actually seems that they're starting to discuss some of the evidence that they have and some of the incredible things that are going on that can't be accounted for by anything that we're aware of, whether domestic or foreign technologies.
The U.S. Navy is preparing new guidelines for pilots on how to report sightings of UFOs. The military reports there have been strange sightings of unauthorized or unidentified aircraft over its airspace in recent years, though no confirmed encounters with anybody from some other place. But the Navy is updating its process so that investigators can look into each individual report.
So that's incredible. So no matter what you think their intention is, we're seeing progress. And, you know, I'm not saying, oh, well, you know, we should just latch on to everything To the Stars Academy says and believe everything they say just because they're giving us a little progress and they're going to sell us short later. No, I'm not going there. I'm just saying, let's look at what has happened so far. Ultimately, I would say that what has been accomplished has been a very good thing for the subject in the field. Mainstream media is taking the subject incredibly serious. Academics are being more outspoken since the New York Times put out the original article in December of 2017. So no matter what criticisms you have of To the Stars Academy, I think we can all agree that they've done some good things for the field, incredible things that we have never seen before. And, you know, people are arguing that this is some kind of CIA psyop. And ultimately, we can't know that for sure. I mean, there's a possibility that To the Stars Academy is being used unwittingly without them knowing for some kind of grander plan. Is that possible? It's possible, but you know, again, we're dealing with people who are very adept in their fields of intelligence and military and with Chris Mellon policy. So these guys aren't just fools. They know very well what they're doing. That's how they were able to accomplish what they did. So I don't really think that they're being duped by others into doing this for some kind of grander plan. And as one of my friends said, that, you know, the government, not the CIA, is not a monolith. They're not lockstep. To the Stars Academy does have resistance from the inside. You know, we saw that even when the gun camera footage was released and the Pentagon was questioned. They said, "Oh, we don't know where that came from," when they very well did know where it came from. So these are some ideas to consider. I think, sure, we should remain on our toes. We're in uncharted territories, and this is an extremely interesting and exciting time, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So, you know, remaining skeptical and critical is fine, but we should at least acknowledge that progress is being made. And I think we can all see it's continuing to be made. And some people are arguing, oh, well, they haven't done anything. That's just not true. I mean, look at the facts. And it doesn't seem like it's stopping. Their show, Unidentified, hasn't even come out yet. And for the people who say that all of this is just a promotion for their TV show, awesome. That's great. If all all this history taking place is just to hype a TV show, you know, when's the next show coming out? You know, so sure, be skeptical, be critical, analyze, look over everything, but don't ignore and deny what's going on. That's just foolish. If you appreciate this content, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and like the video if you're into that kind of thing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.